Whoa, how y'all doing out there? It's your man, Nico B. This is the Black Effect. You already know how we do things, and I'm gonna get into this quickly because I'm not gonna do this make this a long one. I mean, have you noticed, that the black women on YouTube that they haven't been putting out many videos? Haven't you noticed that this or whatever pandemic has been going on for a small period of time, and you've seen the level of videos and content that they produce come down to this? You know why? And come down to a small little grain. And you know why? It's because for the most part, black women and women in general on YouTube have been talking about a bunch of nonsense, talking about a bunch of gossip and foolishness, and without that, they have nothing else to talk about. It's very, like I said, a small pocket of women who still have things to talk about on YouTube and a platform, and like who are conscious and thinking women. But for the most part, man, like even on social media, women are running out, these black women and women in general is running out of things to talk about, things to post. You know what I'm saying? Because they never was enlightened. They didn't heighten this. The mind. All they know is twerking ass and trying to be a super sexual pervert. All some women know is like Wendy Williams is just gossip, 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 gossip. The tea. All women, some of these women know is the tea and getting into it with each other. Well, now you got a social distance. You can't even get into it with each other anymore, which is what y'all was doing, hating on each other. You know what I'm saying? Left and right. So it's fun. It's just funny to me how that's just what you see. If just pay attention, like you don't see these super swirlers. They ain't making no video. Ain't nobody caring about no swirling no more. You seeing, because at the end of the day, you starting to see who your enemies are. You starting to see how, like, the foolish mindsets that of a lot of these swirlers and the insecurities that come into all of that. You talking about this group of men who you saying you trying to get away from. Well, leave them alone. Go swirl then. You don't need to be making videos, because successful swirlers or whatever don't make videos. You got these women, like I said, who constantly harping and trying to bomb on black men all day. Ain't nobody worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that shit. We already know it's, the story behind that. Same thing, but the same thing go vice versa with black men who doing those type of videos also. Like, bro, it's time to move on, man. You obsessed with this shit. You know, we already bombed on them. We let women know what time it was, where we stand with it, what we will and won't accept, and and let them basically know how they was destroying themselves. The thing is a lot of black women destroyed themselves. Now they're realizing it. By presenting yourself as a sexual object and objectifying yourself, and you just basically lower your worth down to damn near zero, and the men don't even want you. You've shown that you aren't marriage material. And that's the goal, you know what I'm saying? So kind of played your hand into a corner. But yeah, like they ain't talking about nothing on YouTube. Now you see the brothers, the prophets, the people who was getting marginalized on YouTube. They rising, because people are understanding it. They separating the sugar from the shit. They understanding like who really speaking his truth and who really got their best interest, who are speaking truth and not just selling them a bunch of lies and wolf tickets and trying to get in their pockets, at the end of the day. So with that being said, man, that's just what it is. It's funny to me because, like I said, you got all of these black men who've been a lot, and a lot of them have fell off too. A lot of them, like I said, have dropped off in content. But I'm talking about the ones who are speaking truth to power. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly putting out more content at this time. Cause shit, it's the time, you know what I'm saying? Now it's the time to rally the troops and rally the lions and the dogs and really be teaching, the communities and things like that. That's what we're doing. You understand? And all these other, like I said, you got a lot of people who in the black community trying to get in your pockets. You got a lot of people who just phonies. It's full of a bunch of the black manosphere, so to speak, is full of a bunch of foolishness and wolves in sheep's clothing, just like just like in the community period. But yeah, man, a lot of you black women need to y'all learning now. Y'all because God is punishing y'all. Like it's been a lot of foolishness going on. A lot of you women, like I say, have became just basically y'all just became sexual objects. You know, y'all have done that to yourselves, and you know, became women become perverse in this day and age, and black women need to return to their integrity. But like I said, you ain't finna. It's not finna be no clubs or none of that open anytime soon. You know, all this thirst trapping, and you know, you need to sit down and go take care of your damn kids. You know that you got. Quit bringing a bunch of niggas around them. You know, social distancing. But at the end of the day, like I said, these are just God's way of teaching you, like, and humbling a lot of you women and understanding that, like I said, you see how the brothers, what they build intellectually, physically, you know, it's you need, you know, intellectuals in your community, you know, and in the black community we tend to shun that, like, you know, don't we tend to appoint foolish leaders and just people who pass make us feel good, and you know, we all don't want to hear the real, but see, now you forced to, you know, ain't no more the shit is pretty much finna hit, is hitting the fan, you know, and you know what time it is. And like I said, when that happens, when women, you know, when the times is getting rough and shit like that, man, women, like, you know, men will start to get more lawless, you know, and women are going to need men's protection, because it don't matter how many guns you got, niggas got guns, you know what I'm saying, and they can disarm you, they can, you know what I'm saying, when it get physical with you, and you know, women can be raped, things like that, you know. So, you know, women need to start getting a good God-fearing, get behind a good God-fearing man. So you ran from that, you know what I'm saying? Get behind a good God-fearing man, not no knucklehead, not no thought, not no male whore. A good God-fearing man who can lead you, you know what I'm saying? And don't try to come to him with no baggage and, you know, out of your prime. You got to come to him with some real stuff and more than just some used vag. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. Pay attention, man. You're going to start seeing more of the content dwindling, because they ain't got shit to talk about. No tea to spill, you know. The tea is, you know, your shit is hit the fan. Like, you know, it's time to give it the G-O-D. It's your man, Nico B, Black Effect. Know what it is.